Inner child healing happens automatically when you remember your soul contract and life mission. And that's what this video is all about, healing the soul of the inner child with Quantum Reiki. So I'm going to give you 4 super powerful techniques that you can use personally for yourself, and if you're working with other clients, you can totally transfer it into your practice. Figuring out your soul purpose and life mission is a lot easier than you actually think. A lot of times we predetermine what it is that we're going to be stepping into before our life experience happens, but there are times in our life where it resurfaces and you end up remembering it over and over and over again. What's really cool in neuroscience is that we figured out that there are key points in your life where you almost dictate where you're going to be going next. So these are the 3 major age ranges in your reality that you want to start working with. I want you to take a deep breath and try to remember what the 5-year-old you was thinking about at that time. What was the thing that was giving them fulfillment? Maybe it was play, maybe it was happiness, maybe it was doing a specific activity or pretending to be a specific person, right? At age 5 is what gives us that energy of fulfillment. When we can remember what we wanted to do when we were 5 years old and we start repeating that now, you'll start seeing your vortex change and it gets you closer and closer to embodying your soul purpose. At age 6 is where we end up having a major trauma point. So around when we're 6 years old, there's some sort of program that gets installed in you that tells you rather you can't do this or maybe you're not good enough. There's some sort of trauma that gets triggered that stops you from getting to the next level. When you were 6 years old, someone said something or taught you something that made you believe an alternate reality, that you couldn't do this or it was impossible. There was some sort of trauma that is holding you back. And then finally, the 3rd age that you really want to be looking at is the dream point age. This is when you're more or less 8 years old and you figured out, I want to be this one thing when I grow up, right? So a great example is me, right? When I was 5 years old, I remember that all I wanted to do was be super happy and free and full of love. So I would take all that experience from when I'm 5 and start applying it today so that I can open up the vortex to my soul purpose. When I was 6 years old, I remember my family giving me like certain restrictions when it comes to cultural boundaries. I had to figure out what those cultural boundary restrictions were and then remove them. One of them was like, if you're ever gonna live in America, it's never gonna be a good life because it's white man's territory. I was literally taught that, right? I had to find that and reverse engineer it so that I can open up more of my potential. And when I was 8 years old, I said, I wanna be the shaman king. That was like the thing. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a shaman. I want to be a king. That was like the vibration that I really solidified when I was 8 years old. Now, I've done this with other people, and usually the 8-year-old mark is what shows a lot of potential. Most people are living that right now in their lives, and they don't even know it. So the first tip right here is revisit age 5, age 6, and age 8, and try to figure out what your fulfillment, trauma, and dream points are. That's going to basically make a bigger picture for you so you can understand which way you need to go to fulfill your soul purpose. This is going to simultaneously heal the inner child by just giving it recognition. The second most powerful way that you can really start tapping into your soul purpose while simultaneously healing the inner child is by working with the chakras. Now, it's not just doing a chakra balancing, right? It has to be a very specific methodology. So there's a science to healing the chakras and doing energy work. One of the most common ways to balance the soul purpose with the inner child is Nikola Tesla's famous 3-6-9 formula. So each one of the chakras has a number. Number 3 is your solar plexus chakra right underneath your rib cage. Number 6 is your 3rd eye. And number 9 is your soul chakra just above your head. So when you connect the solar plexus, that's the gateway to your mind, your unconscious, and your inner child. The 6th chakra ties you into the unknown and your ancestry. And when you tap into the 9th chakra, that's your soul body, that's your soul experience. So if you start doing daily energy healing, trying to connect your solar plexus, 3rd eye, and soul chakra, that's one way. Very quickly, you'll start remembering and seeing doorways open for you so you can embody and do a double healing, right? Embody your soul purpose while healing the inner child. You could also just do energy healing on all 3 of those points, whether you're doing Antojai Quantum Reiki, or you're doing Antojai shamanism, or any other form of energy modality. Those 3 chakras are the ones that you super want to focus on because they not only control how reality warps, but they are the key pivotal points in how you create everything in reality. The second combination of chakras, if you're not going to be using 369, then you want to be using the heart chakra and the throat chakra, because your age and certain parts of your life are tied to chakras. So age 5 and 6 are tied to your heart chakra. Age 8 is tied to your throat chakra. So if you really wanted to just focus on those two and start giving them energy healing, maybe just talking to them, there are many different ways that you can work with these chakras. Some people like to just tune into them and let just random ideas and thoughts come out. Other people want to talk to them. Other people will just do manual manipulation. Whatever works for you. This is the second combination of chakras that you can use. Now I would tell you rather stick to 369 or do the heart and throat chakras for an extended amount of time, for like about 7 days. And then you're going to start seeing just synchronicities start to happen where you start really embodying more of your soul purpose. Things are going to get moved out of the way. You're going to start making sense of the world, and you're just going to feel more confident overall. The third way that you really want to get into this is by asking the right question to your tarot, all right? So I always carry my Antojai tarot deck with me everywhere I go. And the question that you want to use with any tarot deck to really get to the core as to what your soul purpose is what main vibration am I to embody in this lifetime? Now that's a really powerful question, because when you ask what's the main vibration you're supposed to be embodying, you can focus on that. Your tarot will tell you a very clear answer. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. And when you work with that, all you have to do is let the rest happen. So if your cards tell you you came into this lifetime to experience happiness, do everything that you can to embody more happiness in your reality. Whether you're working with other people and helping them embody happiness, maybe you start working out more, whatever it is that you need to do that your cards tell you this is what you came for, that should be your focal point. Because by doing that, you're calling in the vortex of the original soul contract. The tarot are a gateway into your unconscious mind. So when you work with the tarot, you can see what you planned out for yourself before you got born. And when you add a combination of looking at the tarot, what is the vibration I'm supposed to be embodying in this lifetime? You start really working with that. Then you start taking that energy, you start healing the throat, the heart chakra, or the 369 method. Then you're gonna allow yourself to see more and more of your evolution happen. This is all interconnected, right? Because we are all one ecosystem. So when you work with these different formulas that I'm giving you, you're gonna see yourself get to the next level in such a fast way. It's gonna be mind-blowing. And number 4, this technique right here is gonna change everything for you. It's called Soul Alchemy. And I'm gonna link a free course below in the descriptions so you can sign up and you can take it. You can try the first half of the class for completely free. But what this does, it walks you through very specialized meditations that I've created. And they're gonna put you in a deep trance, helping you rewire the beliefs of the inner child, your yin and yang, and how to really embody more of your soul potential. In the second half of the course, what I end up teaching you is how to activate the 7 primary chakra keys that are going to help you embody more and more of your soul purpose, refining a little bit more of the clarity that you need in your life so you can make the next thing happen. This is a super powerful technique, and if you really dive into it with an open heart, you're going to see amazing things happen. People all over the world are already taking it, and they see their lives changing so quickly. When you practice soul alchemy, you're going to realize that your soul purpose isn't something that's going to come to you always very easily. It's just going to be something that you embody out of nowhere. It's like one day you see it, you just know it. There's no other way but to accept it and embrace it because it's so obvious. And this is one of the things that's really hard for a lot of people. They go looking for an opportunity as to what their soul purpose is. But the 6-year-old you already knew what the soul purpose was. It just believed something different. The 5-year-old you knows what it needs to be fulfilled. So when you practice these 4 techniques, you're gonna see something super amazing happen in your reality. Let me know in the comments below if you've taken the course. Let me know if you've tried any of these other techniques from Patreon and whatnot. I would love to hear it in the comments, and I'm sure a lot of other people can really benefit from reading about what's been happening to you in your reality. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, check out the links in the description below. And if you're ready to become the ultimate healer, the ultimate shaman, and you want to embrace every bit of your possibility to the next level with an amazing community, great instructors that are going to teach you how to build your business in over 150 countries, then join our Quantum Reiki 3 program, where we're going to be diving deep in how to make you an internationally accredited shaman so that you can work with our vast team of shamans all over the world, and you can start making 6 to 7 figures as a pro in your divine mission. I'll catch you in the next video, and I hope this was helpful. If you want to know anything else about your inner child or your soul mission, drop something in the comments. I'll try to make a video on it. Sending you all the love. Antojai.